This is question 1 from the mock test. And the first page just sort of has random centripetal force questions on it. Very good, Enos. Right, so the first one says 145 gram. Right, that's the mass. So that's going to be 0.145 kilograms, right? Completes an 89 meter radius circle, so that's 0.89 meters is the radius in 0.34 seconds. And that's the period, right? What force do we need? I'm going to use F equals like this. And so I'm going to go 0.145. 0.145 times 4, and then don't forget it's pi squared, right? And then it's 0.89, right, divided by 0.34 squared like this, right? If we could, can you guys talk in sort of more hushed tones? That'd be sort of nice. 1 times 4 times pi squared times 0.89 divided by, and then t squared, 0.34 squared. And I get 44.07. And this is newtons, so that's 44.1 newtons. So that one's not so bad. And then B says a portion 0.94 g's of acceleration. So 1b, right? So it's 0.94 g's, right? And a g is, so I'm going to go 0.94 times 9.8 meters per second squared, right? And so my acceleration is 9.212 meters per second squared. And when it says lateral acceleration, that means that that's the centripetal acceleration, right? So the centripetal acceleration is 9.212 meters per second, right? And the reason for that is that if you're going in a circle, right, your velocity is this way, but the acceleration is to the side. Lateral just means to the side, right? And so it says what maximum velocity around a 314 meter radius circle? I'm going to do A is v squared over r, right? And so I'm just going to plug this in. 9.212 equals v squared over 312. And they've been quiet now for about 2 minutes, and now they're getting loud again. Okay, so I can just solve this. It's basically going to be the square root of 9.212 times 314. Yeah, it's 314. I was just seeing that as right? And I'm getting 53.78 meters per second, right? Yeah, that's right. And then a hammer goes around a circle with a speed of 12 meters per second. This requires a force of 380 newtons. What's the radius? So that's c. Right. So the force, the mass is 2.7 kilograms. The velocity is 12. Right. The force is 380 newtons. And then the question is, what's the radius? I'm just going to use, for this guy, I'm going to use the force is mv squared over r. So there's two formulas here for centripetal force. This guy here, right, and this guy here. And then we're just basically solving for the radius, right? So I can just plug numbers in. 380 equals 2.7 12 squared over the radius, right? Well, the radius is just going to be this times this divided by this will be r, right? So 2.7 times 12 squared divided by 380 and I'm getting radius is 1.02 meters for that. Let me see if there's any other clues I can give you. And I'm just, of course, I don't know what's going to be on the test, but I can make informed guesses. If I had to guess additional things, speed of the hammer, speed to go around the corner. That's about it. There's like variations on that. So those are good conceptual question about tangential velocity. That if you quit going around the circle, how would you fly off the circle? You can think about that. All right.